to whiz through this idea: is God good? Very important question, because we often people struggle to believe in God because they think, oh, God must be evil. And you see a lot of movies where they make fun of God, especially this. Anyway, I'm not even going to go into this, but do watch The Invention of Lies, or I think it was Lying. It kind of makes fun of this idea. Basically, I will go into it now, and I'll see if I can explain everything in one go. So he basically, in that movie, they go, oh, did God save me from cancer? Yes. And then after the question goes straight after that, did God also give me cancer? Yes, kind of thing, right? And then they kind of basically make fun of God, right? And it's a kind of, for people who don't know any other answer, that's fair enough, right? So this is why this question is really important. Okay, so is God good? Number one, if God is all powerful and kind, then everything good and bad happens to develop you into a better being. So maybe that's a bit of a complicated answer, or you have to think about it. But
Yeah, it invokes certain. It can make people angry and emotional when they hear something like that, because obviously,
mm,
if you're suffering very badly in your life, and someone says, "Oh, that's just for you to learn,"
mm,
um, if someone says it, then it's like, who are you to tell me that? Okay,
mm,
suffering immensely and
mm,
very horribly, but it's not someone, it's God.
yeah,
There's a difference, and no human being or ordinary person has a right to just trivialize something like that.
yeah,
But God is a different story. Um, it was a very sensitive and difficult topic, true,
mm,
suffering. But well, I'd say I should have noted it, but there's a podcast that I listened to.
mm,
It's like a series, and the journalists interviews people who've been through really, really horrific, terrible times in their life,
mm,
and but they've come out of it, and they tell their story through the interview of how they came out of it, and made something out of their lives. And I
yeah,
noticed that at the end of each interview, the journalist said that all of those terrible, horrible things that happened to you in your life, if you had a chance to go back and get rid of them, would you do that? And everyone always said, no, we would never do that, because those horrible things that happened to us made us who we are today.
fantastic. That is so
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that is so true.
And similarly, if you think about the most amazing aspects of humanity that come about, you, very often, but almost always, they happen when in bad situations, when people's morality is put to the test. It's easy to tell the truth if there's no consequences or you're not in a difficult situation. But when you're in a difficult situation and you tell the truth, then that's when it is very commendable to tell the truth. And
Yeah,
you see the high. It's an ordinary moral becomes a high moral value.
yeah,
But these things would
cool.
never, like you say, you 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 don't appreciate what a shadow is, what light is without shadow.
Mm, yeah,
So you have to. So life is full of contrast and ups and downs and good times and difficult things, and and that's how you understand it, things, and appreciate when something is bad and appreciate when something is good.
cool. I'm gonna hurry
Yeah,
up and just
yeah,
finish off the last 2 points in a few seconds, and I can. So the second point is simply, don't overemphasize the bad things, because there's so many good things. Okay, and it's good for you to realize them, right, for your own sanity and happiness. And the last point on the bottom down there is, we make our own hell and heaven in this life. This is what psychologists, I love Jordan Peterson, he explains these things really well. It is we that are, don't start blaming God for everything, right? We are the ones who create the situations that make our lives good or better or worse.